Now, first things first, as far as Saracens, a little bit of history between the two teams. Of course, a couple of years ago, that Premiership final and all. Just looking at it, do you think these are always ones that players look out for when the fixture list comes out?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. When we play Sarries, it's always a big occasion. It's always a very physical game. So I think from the coach's perspective and from the players' perspective as a whole, it's one we definitely look forward to because there's normally quite a lot on the line as well.
Just looking at it as well, it couldn't have come at a better time of the season because it's definitely the Premiership match of the season this weekend, and you're involved in it.
Yeah, I mean, from a personal note, it's great to be involved in, obviously, and as a collective, as a team, we're really looking forward to it because obviously both sides sitting top two in the Premiership at the minute, and if we can bang in a really good performance ultimately and then get the win, it puts us in a good position.
Were you surprised that they lost at home to Leicester?
Not necessarily. It's a very competitive league. You know, you saw of ourselves losing to Worcester at home not too long ago. You've got to be on your mettle every game, and you know, Leicester are a very strong side, and they've come into some really good form recently. So I don't think you expect anything in this league at this stage. Just
looking at the league table as well, even though you lost those 3 games, you're still really in control of a playoff spot, and there is quite a gap between you and 5th place. So has that surprised you to a certain extent?
I think it just shows how strong the momentum was we had initially at the start of the season, but I think the important thing is not to really look at the league table too much, particularly at this point, because if we start doing that, we'll forget about our performances. So for us, ultimately now, it's making sure we put in the right performance on the pitch.
There's bound to be issues about the weather. Sorry about harping on about it, but you as yourself, you know, do you sort of favour colder conditions, warmer conditions? Do you have to adapt your game?
Your game doesn't really adapt as much. I try and stay as warm as possible at half time. You tend to kind of lose a bit of heat then, and you have to get up and running second half. But ultimately, nothing really changes. If it gets a bit windy or rainy, the tactics of the game might change. But as far as it being cold is concerned, it's just kind of roll your sleeves up and get on with it, really.
Have you noticed, by the way, pitch conditions over the last few weeks? Have they changed underfoot, or is the standard of ground staff everywhere of such a good standard that it's more or less same sort of conditions all the time?
It's pretty similar across the board, really. We're very lucky here with the quality of pitch we have, and now the sun's coming back out again. This pitch is only going to get firmer. I mean, it's obviously rock hard right now, but you know, it allows us to play a brand of rugby we want to play, an attractive style of rugby, and yeah, we've got no issues with regards to that.